Good afternoon, and thank you for joining our WNCT Now Digital News Update for this early afternoon on Thursday, December 17th. My name is Kelsey O'Donnell, broadcasting to you live today from inside the digital studio with some of today's top news headlines. We are continuing to track the coronavirus across the state of North Carolina. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those updated numbers for today. Right now, more than 2,800 people are hospitalized with the virus, while the rate of tests coming back positive is 11.7%. Just over 6,000 people have died from the virus as well. The state's data also shows more than 457,000 cases of COVID-19 since the virus began in North Carolina. Hospitals in our state are starting to give their workers doses of the Pfizer vaccine. This morning, Vidant Medical Center received nearly 4,000 doses of the vaccination, and Onslow Memorial Hospital got just shy of 1,000. Officials at Carteret Healthcare expect to give their frontline workers, employees, their first shots today. Now, the state notified Carteret it should expect almost 1,000 doses of the Pfizer vaccine. And UNC Lenore Healthcare is also expecting some shipments today, with their first shots going to frontline medical workers as well. Be sure to stay with 9 on your side coming up this afternoon at 5 and 6 on air and online for the latest coverage on the vaccine distribution. Doctors say this isn't the end of the pandemic, but it may be the beginning of the end. It's making some health workers emotional after thinking about just how hard this fight has been on themselves, their community, and the country. Roy Everett, the medical director for the intensive care unit at Carolina East, got the first COVID vaccination at that facility yesterday. It's a small shot, only about 1.3 milliliters of fluid going into someone's arm. That's a little more than half the size of a flu shot, and a string of other high-risk frontline workers were right behind Dr. Everett, ready to get the vaccine. The people who received the shots were monitored for 15 minutes to be sure they didn't have an allergic reaction. Dr. Everett says he couldn't even feel the shot.
I work in an environment where I'm around COVID patients every day of the week, and quite frankly, it's like playing Russian roulette for about the last 8 months, so I was happy to get this vaccine.
Everett says everyone should get the vaccine when it becomes available to the public. Side effects are minor and there is no risk of death. The fight against the pandemic continues. Today, the Food and Drug Administration Advisory Committee is reviewing Moderna's request for emergency use authorization of its coronavirus vaccine. The vaccine appears set for authorization after the FDA staff members did not raise any major new concerns about it Thursday. Moderna is the second vaccine the FDA has considered. Pfizer got its shots authorized last week. Turning now to weather, I have been very jealous of our northern states with all the snow. We now turn to First Alert meteorologist Alex Waselenko, who tells us whether or not we can expect this chilly temperature up ahead.
Happy little Friday, everybody. I'm your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Waselenko, reporting from the WNCT studios in the First Alert Weather Center. We are discussing a big snowstorm across the northeast United States and New England today. It's dumping anywhere between 1 to 2 feet of snow up north. In fact, that was our storm system yesterday. Of course, more in the liquid variety with heavy rainfall, severe weather, and even a tornado warning at one point in time. As for today, though, that system is moving out to sea. The afternoon and early evening will feature partly sunny skies. However, temperatures are going to remain cold, only topping out in the upper 40s to low 50s. Do notice overnight that a trough of low pressure will sneak south across eastern North Carolina. It will fall into a much drier air mass, so we're not expecting a lot of precipitation, and any precipitation that does pop from it will be a brief sprinkle, stray shower, or maybe an isolated flurry. Again, this is not going to last long if it materializes at all. By early Friday morning, as you're waking up to head off to school and work, skies are starting to clear on out, and that'll eventually give way to a sunny afternoon featuring a warming trend that'll take us straight into the weekend. Be sure to download that free First Alert weather app so you can track all the changes as we wrap up the work week and head into your Saturday and Sunday. Speaking of which, Saturday and Sunday is going to be fairly decent across the east, especially Saturday. That's going to be the pick of the weekend. Sunshine returns in full with temperatures in the low 50s, so a comfortable forecast, relatively speaking. As for Sunday, we warm up even more, but with that warm up comes also another area of low pressure scooting on by with some isolated showers looking likely. As for the first day of winter on Monday, yes, winter solstice is Monday, December 21st. It is going to be the warmest day of the week. Temperatures will be in the upper 50s and low 60s, all under some partly sunny skies. Make it a happy little Friday. And as we cruise on into the weekend forecast, get those shades ready too. I'm your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko.
Looks like a beautiful weekend up ahead. I can't complain. Thank you so much, Alex. International Women's Month is just 3 months away, and On Your Side is taking the time to recognize local women in our community. You can nominate a remarkable woman in your life by visiting WNCT.com and clicking on the Remarkable Woman contest page. In March, we'll highlight 4 local women who will be considered for Next Star's nationwide 2020-2021 Woman of the Year Award. Again, that information can be found on our website at WNCT.com. Now, that will do it for our WNCT Now early afternoon news update. I'm Kelsey O'Donnell, right here inside the digital studio. Be sure to tune back in at 4 p.m. with some more of the latest top news headlines. Thanks for watching.